Good morning, first grade. Today, we're going to talk about the third letter of the alphabet. You remember the first letter. What is it again? Oh, yes. The A, which makes a, and sometimes a sound. I remembered a story I told you called Abby Yo-Yo. Do you remember? A boy and his father lived on the edge of town. The boy was a musician, and the father was a magician. And one day, Abby Yo-Yo came to town. You remember. Now, the second letter of the alphabet we talked about yesterday. That was the very first letter we were working with. And it makes the what sound? Oh, yes, the B sound. That's right. B for bear. Like a big bear hug. Well, today we're going to work with the third letter of the alphabet, which we didn't discover until later in the year. And it has a friend that sounds a little like it. Actually, it has two friends. The third letter of the alphabet is C. And if you're listening to the poem, you would remember C, catching colds. But we don't want to catch colds. I have told you some stories about a cave, a wishing cave. And I also told you a story about a cat and a miller's son, and how the cat helped the miller's son find an incredible horse. We're going to draw a picture with some of these C things in them. Now, this letter C can sound two different sounds. It can sound K like cave, or S like city. There's another letter that sounds like K, or makes the sound of K. Do you remember what that is? K, that's right. And there's another sound that makes the S sound. Another letter. Do you remember what that's called? S. That's right. Now, we will talk more about the letter C in 6th grade, for it has quite a story. But for now, we're in 1st grade, so we're going to draw. I'm going to show you my paper now. Oh, before we do that, let's find our feet on the earth in our cloud slippers. They're made of cloud. You can barely feel them, but they make you feel just a little bit lighter. And on your head is a crown made of clover and clover flowers. And on your finger is a ring with a crystal in it. Now, make sure you have your block and your stick crayons, and we're going to draw. Let's start with our lemon yellow, and we're going to make some earth. Just like always. Now this earth, I don't know if you can see. It's okay, you'll see in a minute. Because we have this cave here, bringing up the earth a little so that we can have a cave. Now I'm switching to blue, Papa Bear's side. And It's going to help us see what I'm doing. Cave. Bringing up a little bit so we can have a cave here. And it has that nice curve, just like the letter C is made of a curved line. There we go. Now you can switch to green if you would like. Green Papa Bear side and go over your earth. I'm going to go over my cave. Now you might say, the cave has this white space, and it does, you're right, it's not going to stay like that. But we want to put some things in it before we make the cave dark. So, we also have a bit of a cliff. If someone came riding here, they might fall off. All right, let's see. Now, in this cave, do you remember Anda wished for something from the wishing cave? That's right. He wished for rock salt crystals. Crystals of salt, for he had run out of salt. Let's see if we can draw some of these crystals. I'm using my golden color, and I'm making diamonds for my crystals. And then I'm going to put down the gold. What else could be in this cave? Oh, you know what? Sometimes people hide gold in their caves. And when they hide gold, sometimes it's in the form of coins, golden coins. Let's make a pile of golden coins. Someone will find this treasure and feel very happy. They might even be comforted by a pile of golden coins. Very nice. Now, let's see about our brown. I'm going to use Mama Bear's side, and I'm going to bring in the darkness around my crystals. All right. And I'm going to switch and bring my cave out just a little bit more. Maybe even bring down the other side of the cave here a little. All right. So we have an entrance to the cave. Now, what other words can you think of that begin with a k or a s that we use with C? Now, I think I taught you a little trick. If the word has an A after the C or an O, usually it makes the k sound. And if it has an I or an E after the C, it makes a sound. So we have cave, crown, clover, cloud, cricket. But then we have city and cicada, cabin, cart, coconut, corn, cotton, caterpillar. All right, let's make some of these fun things. Candy. Cracks. There were cracks in the wishing cave one time, do you remember? If you want to, you could make a few of those cracks. Now, this cave is mostly healed. You could use a stick instead of a block crayon to make the cracks. I'm using my dark purple. You could use brown or black if you wanted. There we go. Now we have some nice cracks in the cave. Not too many, just enough. And let's see. High on a hill is a cabin. So I'm going to take my green again. And I'm going to make a little hill. And you know, I really want to extend some of this beautiful yellow into that green. So I'm going to use Papa Bear's side of my yellow to bring up some of that nice green feeling into this hill we've made. And I'm going to use a little more blue too. Now I have some nice looking earth. And now I'm going to make a little cabin. You may use your stick crayon if you'd like. I'm going to use my block because I can't find my brown stick. But also, I like the way that this block baby bear side can make what looks like cabin logs. Can you see that? So I can make a nice cabin on top. Those logs a little longer. Who lives in a cabin in the woods on top of a mountain? Pippin and Piper, that's right. There we are. Okay. Okay. And the cabin needs a door. So I'm going to put a door right here. Yep. Okay. Cabin. And we could make a cat. Like the miller's son had a friend cat who found him in the woods and offered help. What color should my cat be? Well, in that story, it was an orange tabby cat. So I'm going to put the cat on top of the cliff. Here we go. I'm going to make an orange head with little ears. And this tabby cat is just sitting here on the earth, lying waiting. I'm just going to make the body resting here with its legs underneath. And we're just going to make this tail curve around just like our letter C. Looks just like that. Maybe the cat hears something. That cat looks a little bit ready to jump. We could give the cat some whiskers. Nice. Now, you can see in the picture we have a hill with a cabin. We've got the cave with the coins, the crystals, and the cat. And in between, we're going to make a city down below in the valley. So I'm going to bring another hill here. And behind that hill is a city. I'm going to take my brown block crayon and use that baby bear side again. It's going to help me make some of these nice lines that will help make the towers of the city. These tall skyscrapers. Oh, got a little heavy. I'm going to bring the earth up to meet them. And make my earth a little more green. Let's see. Bring a little more blue into my grass. More yellow to make a richer colored grass. Very nice. And now, how about something in the sky? I'll give you a hint. It's also what your slippers are made out of. That's right, clouds. Now, clouds are white. My sky crayon is blue. The paper is white. How do I make clouds? Oh, good idea. We could go around and see if we can discover the clouds in the sky. They're just hiding there, waiting to be discovered by your blue crayon. Let's see. Maybe there's one behind this cat, too. All right. Then I'm going to bring in the rest of my sky, and I'm going to come down to my city. Very gently with Papa Bear's side. It's always hard to get where these spirals are for me. Maybe next year we'll have paper without the spirals, so it's not quite so tricky. cloud. There, look at that. What a nice drawing. I can't wait to see yours. Now we could add more things. Can you think of other words? We said candy. That might be a fun thing to find in the cave or the cabin. A cricket might be making a song outside. There just might be a giant caterpillar. And if you listen to today's story, it is called The Giant Caterpillar. You could add a cart. Yesterday's story had a cow in it. What was that grandmother doing with that cow? Do you remember? The cow was not for milk. The cow was a pet, and she carried it over all of those stones. Ooh, I thought of another one. Sometimes when we go hiking, there are little stone towers to mark the trail. Do you know what those are called? Cairns. That's right, cairns. And sometimes you'll see a big cairn with lots of stones and it's got wire or metal to hold it together. And sometimes you'll see someone just put 3 rocks on top of each other to mark the trail. Both of those are called cairns. Coconuts. You could draw a coconut tree with lots of coconuts. Or a cornfield. I wonder what else you can come up with. When you're finished your drawing, you may close your books and have a snack. Thanks, first grade, for drawing with me. I'll see you next time.